Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here, and we're back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice. This video is for the week of September 26th, 2019. The current character challenge is Antimatter Sinestro. That's a 1 week repeat. The required characters for that are Bane, Lobo, and Black Adam, who you can get at Silver, Gold, and Silver. So altogether, not too terrible for any newer players looking to get a challenge character.
Right, Antimatter Sinestro's passive is Fear Me. When Sinestro performs Death from Above, 2 bars of power are drained from the opponent and the opponent is forced to tag out. So, decent stats. 1200 attack and 1200 health. And here's the thing, he's probably a decent card overall, but it's so hard to judge now when he used to be amazing.
Yeah, because he got sort of nerfed by association.
Yeah.
Because back when the League of Assassins gear set was broken...
And we got a link to that demonstrating how broken it was.
Yeah, the gears wouldn't reset the power drain every time an opponent tagged out. The gears would reset the power drain every time an opponent tagged out instead of when you tagged in. So, as written, it didn't, work that way. It was every time the opponent tagged out, it would trigger the effect. And so Antimatter Sinestro, who was the only person who could force a tag out, was perfect for taking advantage of this, and you could trigger the effect over and over and over again.
And not only would you drain 2 bars of power, I mean, the passive just takes away power from the other guy. It doesn't give it to you.
Yeah.
But the League of Assassins gear would give you a couple bars of power, which was way more than it's doing now. I think now you get less than a bar.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know what? I'm sure he's pretty good.
Yeah, but we played him when he was significantly better, and we're not, as eager to return to somebody who has gotten worse over time, whereas almost everybody else with the right gear combination, right, especially with Tantu Totem and Master Deathcart, has gotten better for chaining specials together, whereas he's gotten worse. Yeah. So this week's multiplayer reward is Suicide Squad Joker Unhinged, whose passive is Unhinged. The Joker can't wait to show you his toys. A powerful random effect will occur on his special one. After Joker defeats an opponent team member, he drives them insane and they will fight for you with reduced health. Can be triggered twice if using a team of 3 Suicide Squad characters.
Right.
There we go. So
really good high stats, 1400 damage, 1300 health.
Yeah.
And it sounds better than it is, because, okay, so here's the problem. All right, so what's not a problem? It's not unfair that you get the other character. He's got maybe about they've got a third of the health back.
Yeah, this is similar to Atlantean Hero in nature.
Yeah, right. I was going to say except, but it is the same, because you get no passive, you get no gear effects.
Yeah. The one advantage is that you can still use their specials.
Right. So, yeah. All right, so the difficulty I have with this is that when you get to use their character that's got no passive, no gear effects, what you're doing is just like a warm body and it's straight up stats.
Yeah.
And unless you're fighting somebody who's way stronger, like you would be in Survivor, then you're not getting much of an advantage. It's actually slowing you down, because probably with gears and a real passive in another character, not this passive, that you'd actually be able to do more.
Yeah, it's decent for tanking hits, but it's hard to set it up so that it's worth tanking hits at that exact moment.
Sure, because it has to be this guy who's knocking them out.
Yeah.
And if it's somebody else knocking them out, you don't get to take over.
Yeah.
And you've got a meat shield now that's going to be doing less damage than probably anybody else on your team.
Yeah, and you're giving them, the opponent's team, a chance to generate power, potentially.
Right.
Depending on whether or not you're having them burn specials on you. I think the best case scenario is that people come in with specials ready to burn, right?
Right.
And they knock you out, right? You almost don't want to block when they're in, to let them die fast and be extra health.
Right, and you could do that repeatedly anyways under your control with Aquaman. So to me, Aquaman is in some ways better than this.
Yeah, and if you've got Aquaman geared up right, it won't even cost you anything.
Right. And so the part that we tend to ignore that's still a part of the passive is the random effect. And the random effects potentially are poison, power drain, power gain, or life drain. Mm-hmm. And I'm not really a big fan of random effects on offense, at least, because you can't really plan for it. Yeah. So you might not get what you want. And so sometimes you'll be spending a bar of power and getting kind of, a little bit of damage and basically bump kiss.
Yeah, and none of these effects are good enough that it's worth having them trigger, right?
Right.
They're all fine, but if you just had one of these effects on a special, right?
Yeah.
That would just feel like they're doing a pretty good special. It doesn't feel like
Right.
a passive worthy.
At least if for Harley Quinn, for example, you get to pick, even if it's rotating through it.
Yeah.
You still get a chance to control what you're getting.
Yeah, so it's not like it feels significantly better than a normal special anyways, and it does feel less reliable, so it almost feels like you're getting cheated a little bit.
Right.
And they should have just put one of them on the special so at least you know what you were getting, and then,
Right.
you know, it wouldn't even be passive at all.
Right.
In the store, we have Earth 2 Hawkgirl for $25 Canadian. It's not worth it. It's one copy, they don't unlock in your store, but it's probably a clue for next week's challenge. And that pack comes with Hawkgirl and also 100,000 credits.
Right.
We sort of take it for granted that people know, but I figure we mention it every once in a while, because there's also a cheaper version that you get sometimes, which just comes with the character.
Right.
We also have the Suicide Squad character bundle for 27 Canadian, which comes with Suicide Squad Harley Quinn and Suicide Squad Joker. Also not worth it, but you get more characters and less credits, so, you know, if you're buying one of them, probably Suicide Squad character before Hawkgirl.
The characters, I think, in general are better if you're going to be spending money, only because power credits are worth less now because the packs don't come in the same way.
Yeah.
And you can generate your own power credits by just grinding.
And you'll also be able to get the challenge character next week in all likelihood.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
In Survivor, we have the League of Assassins gear set until the 2nd of October, 2019.
Yep. And Phantom Zone, we've got one more week left. Fight 62, still broken. And we'll do a quick recap, actually, of the last week of Breakthrough, where we had one more previously unbreakthroughable. Is that a word? That's not a word.
Unbroken through.
Unbroken, unthrough broken. Cyborg. The other two were Batgirl and Black Adam. So far we've had Raven, Killer Croc, Martian Manhunter, Hawkgirl, Doomsday, Sinestro, Nightwing, Zod, and Cyborg with a duplicate of Raven, a second week of Raven.
Mm-hmm.
So far, so good. We still got a few more that have not been there, and we still want a few more repeats for the multi-skinned, unbroken through broken characters.
Yeah. Moving on to the current glitches, just remember that every working glitch is explained in a video. It's part of the playlist that you can reach by clicking the eye in the top right corner of this video, and we're going to update that as frequently as we know about things. So if you're not sure if a glitch works, your fastest way of getting that information is going to that playlist. And by getting that information, I mean getting that information from us, because obviously that's not always going to be the exact moment-to-moment updated, but as far as we're aware, that's what glitches are working, or what's in the playlist. We're also Android only, so we're only able to confirm these glitches for Android. And a quick spoiler alert right up at the top for people who just want to hear about if anything's new. Nothing has changed this week.
Right. So getting into the glitches that don't work, there's currently no working glitch for credits that we're willing to endorse. We talk about it in more detail in one of our glorified Q&A, which we call our P and Q and C and A and T videos. Link in the description and in the eye in the top right corner, season 6, episode 9, where a glitch that people have been using that requires 2 devices simultaneously logged into one account we consider too dangerous. This is the only time we've inadvertently, unintentionally had an account banned because of that. So can't endorse it, and we're not going to really test it extensively. The glitch for getting repeated multiplayer season rewards is not working, and the glitch to get them early also not working, and the glitch that used to let you get through Phantom Zone quickly also not working.
Moving on from that, now we can go through the working glitches. The glitch to let you play Phantom Zone repeatedly, still working. As we mentioned in the glitch video, for the amount of time Phantom Zone is up, it's probably difficult to play many more than the full 3 that you normally get. But if you do use the glitch instead of using the buy-in, you can save that 50 nth medal every time. The challenge reset method that requires Google Play Cloud Save is working. That's confirmed on the current Antimatter Sinestro challenge. And just remember, for both the Phantom Zone and the challenge reset, they'll, sort of both happen at the same time. So you do one, you do the other. While Phantom Zone is up, just be aware that if you're trying to reset one, you're going to be resetting both. So set it up so that you're willing to have them both reset at the same time.
Right. The breakthrough glitch let you play repeatedly, still working. And we've cut and pasted into the description a comment from a viewer who has a potential solution if it's not working for you. The problem with that is that we can't test it because we've never had a problem using it.
Yeah.
So if you're having issues, you could try that, but we can't really endorse it.
The airplane mode glitch, aka the refund glitch, is still working. That's good for packs with random drops and last laugh tickets, just resetting any rewards that you don't need an online connection for. And to sort of put a finer point on that, it doesn't work in the Phantom Zone because you do need an online connection for the Phantom Zone. Right. It looks like it works for iOS. There's a
people have reported that
there's a method to refund in iOS, but there's no equivalent for Android that we've been able to figure
specifically
out.
In the Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
Right. Time shifting still works in Android for unlimited survivor play and energy recharges. So always remember, bring your cooldown clock back to normal before you're finished.
Mm-hmm.
The free energy without having to watch the video still works, and you can see us demonstrated in our weekly P and Q and C and A and T video, which we're fighting in the background. And apologies to our viewers that we missed this week. The time we took to film a gameplay multiplayer team video cost us the opportunity to be able to fit that in. So.
And I also have some neuroscience related midterms coming up, so I'm pretty slammed right now.
Yes. So hopefully that clearly takes a priority for us.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time shifting. Oh wait, you already mentioned that. Sorry. Yep. I get to say the fun one, yes. Which is in between the not working and working glitches. We have the promotion glitch in a state of limbo. So that's the glitch where you can promote characters that are still locked. Hasn't had the right conditions since update 2.14. So it's not testable, not usable, but it has technically not been confirmed to not work. So it's stayed in there, and now it is a feature of these videos more than it is an actual glitch. It's longer seated from my memory, yes. And this is sort of the only place where we get to, remember and pay tribute to the once and future glitch, the promotion glitch.
Yes.
So there we go. And just to finish up, we've got a Patreon, and we'd like to thank everybody who has made the decision to support us on Patreon. So a huge thank you to Console Peasant, who is supporting us at the top tier, Last Word, John Oriema, supporting us at the Your Message Here tier, Sean Farrell, Daniel Simonson, Aaron Mall, and Michael DeVries, supporting us on the credited level, and Eddie G and Chris Wolf on the gratitude level. There we go. Thanks so much for your support, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Komoda!